And then for this last video, I'm going to show you how to do attestations with a seal as well as a backing sheet. So for attestations with a seal, if you're instructed to do that, then you are just going to do it very similar to what we did in the previous video in part two. But instead of just saying the parties set their hands, we're going to add the words and seals into the testimonium. So you always want to read the testimonium to see if you need to add and seals for attestations with seals, or if you need to delete seals if you are doing an attestation without seals. The next thing you want to do is that you, instead of just saying signed in the presence, your witness side of your attestation clause is going to say signed, sealed, and delivered in the presence. So again, making sure that you have this consistent wording. And finally, we're just going to draw. So you're going to insert shapes, circle, and insert a circle at the end of each attestation clause. Ideally, you're going to cover this with a red wafer seal, but in the event that you forget to do that, the courts have accepted this Microsoft Word circle as a seal in a pinch. So again, ideally, you will attach a seal sticker on top of this drawn in circle in Microsoft Word, but putting this in here can act as a seal in certain situations, and it also acts as a reminder that you need to add that circle, that sticker on top of that. The other thing I'll point out with this form of attestation is we know that Jesse is going to be witnessing Mary's signature, so we can remove all the prompts that are there if the information, the name of the witness, the address, and the occupation are unknown, and that allows the parties to handwrite in all the information that's required. But if we already know the person that's going to be witnessing the signature, then we can remove all of those prompts. So we remove the line, remove the name of witness, line, address, occupation, and just put the party's information there. So in order to do a backing sheet, I need to go to layout, break, and insert next page. It won't work to just do a page break because we need the formatting from this page to be different from the formatting from this page. So the first thing we are going to do is change this to landscape. So if we had just done a page break, then both of these pages would have changed to landscape, and that's not what we want. We want to keep this one in portrait and then just change this one to landscape. We also don't want to have a page number on our backing sheet. So we're going to delete this. And again, because we've done the section break, oh, it did change that. It shouldn't change. Actually, what I'm going to do is different first page. And that works. So now we still have our page numbering from the rest of the agreement, but it's not continued onto our backing sheet. If you go to your annotated form, there's instructions there on how to format a backing sheet. It suggests you use a 3-column table, which is totally okay. You could also do your backing sheet using margins. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. So I'm going to go to layout, margins. I'm going to customize them, and I'm going to change the left and right margins to 7.5. I'm not too fussed about making this perfect. Once I put the information in there, then I will eyeball it to see if it looks right. Sometimes people will be more particular because they're going to want to fold it into 3 and have the contents of the backing sheet visible when it's tri-folded. But for this, I'm not folding it into 3, so I'm not as worried about doing that. So like I say, I'm now just going to fix this by eyeball, and that'll be okay depending on the instructions of your lawyer. If they want it specific, then you want to follow those instructions. But if they're just okay with it kind of being reduced and in the middle of the page, then you just want to make it look somewhat like the precedent.